There is a growing frustration among many people in Ghana right now, and it's just over surrounding some mattresses being sold in commercial spaces, popularly referred to as China Mall outlets. What began as ordinary conversations online has slowly developed into a much bigger national discussion about product safety, regulation, public health, and consumer trust. And honestly, when you listen carefully to how people are reacting, you realize this conversation is not really just about mattresses. It is about trust. See, for many ordinary Ghanaians, especially in a difficult economy, affordability matters. People are trying to survive. Rent is high. Transportation is expensive. Food prices continue to rise. So naturally, when consumers find products that appear cheaper than alternatives elsewhere, they will rush for it because they are attracted to them. Young couples furnishing new rooms, students moving into hostels, low-income families trying to manage expenses. All of them are constantly searching for affordable options. That is the reality. But the problem begins the moment affordability starts clashing with safety concerns. Because a mattress is not just another household item sitting in a corner somewhere. It is something the human body interacts with for hours every single night. People sleep on it daily. Children sleep on it. Pregnant women sleep on it. Families spend years using it. So the moment questions begin to emerge about the materials being used, chemical safety, production standards, or quality control, fear naturally follows. And this is exactly what many Ghanaians are now reacting to across social media. People are asking difficult questions. What exactly are some of these mattresses made of? What exactly are some of these mattresses made of? Are proper quality checks being conducted before these products enter the Ghanaian space? Are regulatory institutions inspecting them properly? Are some importers prioritizing low cost over public safety? And are perhaps most importantly, who is protecting the ordinary consumer? Now, to be fair, not every imported mattress is unsafe, and not every locally produced mattress is unsafe. The distinction is important. Sometimes in emotional public debates, people begin generalizing everything, and that can create unnecessary panic. The issue is not that every affordable product is dangerous or that every imported product is substandard. The real issue is whether standards are being enforced consistently and transparently. Because once consumers begin doubting the safety of products they use every day, problem stops being only about business. It becomes a public health issue. And this is where institutions become extremely important. Their role is not just technical paperwork or laboratory testing. Their role is psychological too. People need confidence that the systems protecting consumers are actually functioning properly. That confidence matters because in every functioning economy, trust is everything. Consumers trust that medicines have been tested. They trust that food products are safe. They trust that electronics meet basic standards. They trust that the things entering the market space have gone through some form of proper verification. That is what the public trusts. The moment that trust weakens, anxiety spreads quickly. And my dear ones, honestly, this issue also exposes a bigger structural challenge facing Ghana's economy. Ghana's retail environment today is heavily dependent on imported goods. When did we get here? The market is extremely price sensitive and demand for lower cost products is very high. At the same time, enforcement agencies are often trying to regulate a massive volume of goods. They're trying to regulate massive volume of goods entering the country daily. Naturally, gaps begin to emerge. And when those gaps emerge, public suspicion follows. That is why this conversation has become so emotional online. Many Ghanaians are not only reacting to mattresses themselves. Honestly, they are reacting to a deeper fear that economic hardships may be forcing people to choose between affordability and safety. And no society should normalize that kind of dilemma. People should not have to wonder whether the place they sleep every night could potentially affect their health because they could only afford the cheaper option available to them. People should not. They should not wonder at all. At the same time, public conversations like this must also remain responsible. They must remain responsible and evidence-based. Fear alone cannot become the standard for judgment. Regulatory agencies must investigate concerns properly, not social media investigation. They must investigate concerns properly, communicate transparently with the public, and where necessary, enforce standards decisively. Because if the public feels ignored or uninformed, social media speculation quickly fills the vacuum. In the end, what many Ghanaians are demanding is actually very simple: clear standards, proper enforcement, transparent inspections, and confidence that the products entering the Ghanaian space or the Ghanaian market space are safe for everyday use. Because once people begin losing trust in the systems designed to protect consumers, even ordinary household items start becoming national concerns. So the question we should be asking ourselves is, how did we get here? What are our regulatory bodies doing? This is David 360. Thank you for staying with me. I'll see you in my next video. God bless you.